So a week or so ago, we had a conversation about a topic that has come up a few times since I've been here, and it's been on everyone's mind for years, and that is grade inflation. So again, basic idea is that over time we've seen grades creep up in some way. So I thought I'd take everybody through our data. So what does it look like when we look at Proctor's grades over time? So let's start with this graph. Here you're seeing our average gradebook grade. So averaged across all grades given from down here in the far bottom left. This is year 2000 to last year, 2022. And what I've done is I've actually taken and this is the spring year, so 2022 is the average of all the grades given in the 21-22 school year. So these are down at the bottom left are all the grades given in the 99 to 2000 school year. So 22 years of data averaged. And then, of course, you have your trend line here showing that over the course of those 22 years, really this value right here tells us that we've had an average increase of about 0.3% per year. And that really didn't change. So what's interesting is about 4 years ago, I think I did this, and I can go back and look at the same graph and get about 0.3% per year. You'll notice that we had this funkiness happening right in this area. And of course, I think that funkiness has to do with COVID. So if this is 22, this is the year 21, this is 2020, this is 2019, this is 2018. So draw whatever conclusions you can, but I would imagine that this little hiccup in what is otherwise a relatively consistent trend has something to do with COVID. Now, I have another way of looking at it. Of course, this same data, same trend line, different scale. So just having a little bit of fun with here's a scale from 81 to 92. Here's what it looks like if you actually show the entire grade scale. So you get a better sense of like over these 22 years, how these numbers have jumped. Now, I'm a firm believer that averages can hide stuff. So these are, again, average grades, but what is the grade distribution in each of these years? So I did a little bit of playing, and I don't have the very first year here. I do have the year 2005 and 6. I don't know why that is crooked. Let's see, there we go. So on the year 2005-6, here is our sort of general distribution of grades. So a few kids got in the 97 to 100, or a few grades, not necessarily students, but there are a few grades in 97 to 100. If you go over here, there are almost as many grades given in the 64 to 67 range. Almost. Not quite a normal distribution, we would say in statistics. It's skewed a little to the left. And somewhere in here, probably about, I don't know, if I were to guess, in here is our mean, our average grade given. Because you add up all those and obviously get that value. Now, if we shift all the way down, remember that average grade given was probably about an 85, somewhere in there. What do we say over here? Let's look. What was the average grade given? Probably not even an 85. Probably closer to like an 83 or 84. So let's say that average grade is around an 84. Now, if you look in 2021, now look at the shape. And now we know that our average grade given was like an 88. So somewhere in here is actually our average. But look at, I think the piece that's different to me is how much of the distribution is up there. And then this tails off pretty fast. So if you look at, for example, here's our 95 to 100. The next closest one is here, and that is like on the other end of it, that's a 74 to a 77. Whereas up here, that top one, look at the difference here. 64 to 67, 74 to 77. So that's 10% different. To get to where we would have been in comparing in the, going back, this really should be somewhere down to here if we were to have a distribution that is similar. So I think that tells a different story. So I guess the questions that I have is this: what this really shows is like all of our data has moved in that direction, is sort of smashed up into a higher grade distribution, versus here is a little bit more rounded. So why? I don't have an answer. One answer might be we're helping those kids right there more and allowing them to move that way. Or we could say it's easier. Our grades are easier. So we're allowing more kids to have higher grades. I get the next question is like, what, if anything, would you do about it? Or more specifically, what is the ideal? Or is the ideal that we have something that looks like a beautiful bell curve? In which case, what would the numbers be in a beautiful bell curve like this? Based on that scale, your average grade would be like a 79. Not sure that's going to fly in today's world. Is it a bell curve here? In which case, the average grade is a 90. So I think it's just good to think about, what does grade distribution mean, and what does grade inflation mean?